All right, welcome everyone to the Brilliant Brain class. I'm really excited about this. I feel like every topic I've picked with my monthly classes so far has been very topical for myself. So I'm hoping it's as useful for you tuning in as well. So that's the point of doing these. I really want to help people understand and apply information about these amazing products that we have with Young Living because they are so powerful yet so vast. There's so many, right? So sometimes we don't know where to start. So I'm trying to organize classes in a way where we can understand more about our bodies, what our bodies need, but also understand more about the products that are available to us so that we can maximize our health and maximize our experience with Young Living, right? So sometimes we get in a rut and end up purchasing the same thing over and over, right? Because we don't know yet. But if you know that you need some support with your brain, for example, this class is going to help you, jump in and learn more about some tools that will help. So welcome, welcome. So your brain is only 2% of your body weight, but it uses 20% of your energy. Isn't that amazing? The tiny powerhouse is running the whole show, your memory, mood, focus, sleep, cravings, decisions, and more. So we really need to focus on giving it the love it deserves. So in this class here, we're going to help you understand what's really going on in your brain, learn simple science-backed ways to boost your brain health, improve focus, energy, memory, mood, and sleep, and discover tools that help you feel like yourself again, or maybe even better. Okay. So, because brain health isn't just for seniors, if we think about that, and we're like, oh, down the road, maybe, but I just turned 42 and I need it. I need it, guys. So it's okay. There's no shame in wanting some extra brain support, especially if you're a parent, especially if you're working, especially if you're doing all the things and juggling all the plates. Like it just makes sense, especially in today's pretty toxic world, right? To give our body, including our brain, the support it needs without any stigma attached to that. So it's for busy moms, working professionals, caretakers, creatives, anyone, you, whether you're 25 or 65, your brain matters and you can shape how it performs. We're not like, we're not lost here. There's things we can do. So let's make it fun and let's make it practical. And by the end, you'll hopefully have the knowledge and the tools to take charge of your amazing, brilliant brain. Okay, so we're going to break it down. No neuroscience degree required, right? But we're going to learn about how the brain works on a surface level. So, quick brain basics. Neurons are your brain's messengers. You have about 86 billion. Neurotransmitters are chemical texts that your brain sends. So, like serotonin for mood, dopamine for motivation, and neuroplasticity is your brain's superpower. Okay, it can change, grow, heal at any age. But inflammation in the body, which is often triggered by poor diet, constant stress, lack of sleep, can really lead to that brain fog, low energy feeling, and even anxiety or depression. I know when I'm stressed, like I have a lot going on in life right now, and my body and brain typically go into worry and stress, anxiety, and I can tell when I really need support because it's like a snowball effect on the rest of my body. And another major culprit is sugar. So while it might give a quick boost, it can also cause crashes that really leave your brain feeling scattered and unfocused. So it's not something to turn to, even though you feel like you might be craving it. In the long run, it's not going to be helping. So chronic stress adds fuel to the fire by flooding the brain with cortisol, which you may have heard of, a hormone that over time can shrink memory centers and make it really hard for you to concentrate or even feel calm. So, on top of that, everyday toxins, like I said, from processed food, beauty products, or environmental pollutants can quietly drain your mental clarity and energy. So, there's a lot going on, like the world we live in, there's little we can do about that besides having a clean home environment, which we can really do easily with Young Living. But everything else, we just have to support our body to be able to deal with it. I don't want to add more stress to our lives thinking about it all the time, but there's things you can do to support so that all that stuff that is out of your control has less effect on your body. Okay. So the good news is that your body and brain are deeply connected. When you support one, you help the other thrive. Your body and brain are connected. So when you support one, you help the other thrive. So your gut, for example, produces about 90% of your serotonin, which is that feel-good chemical that keeps your mood steady. When your digestion is off, your mind can feel off too. Sleep is another brain essential. It's during deep rest that your brain's like cleanup crew goes to work, clearing out toxins and strengthening memories. So sleep is like really essential. And definitely don't underestimate the power of hydration. Even a little dehydration can slow your thinking, dull your focus, and make it harder to handle stress. And I don't know about you, but that isn't something that I think of when I'm stressed. It's not typically hydration. So that's a good, like, simple tip that could make a huge difference in how you feel. So when you take care of your body with nourishing food, quality sleep, stress relief, and plenty of water, you're also giving your brain exactly what it needs to stay sharp, balanced, and brilliant. So I forgot to turn the slide here. Sorry. So I'll roll it up a little bit for you. And this is next. We're going to be talking about the four pillars of a brilliant brain. Okay, so first pillar is nourishing the brain. Did you know that fat and antioxidants are brain fuel? Super cool, right? Okay, so your brain is hungry and it's a picky, but the good news is that feeding it well can be simple, satisfying, and even delicious. So when you give your brain the right nutrients, you're not just improving memory and focus, you're also supporting mood, sleep, and long-term cognitive health. And as we do have a few powerful tools from nature and nutrition that do make a big difference. So number one, you may have guessed it, is Short Red. It's delicious. My kids love it. They fight over the packets, basically. It it's never full in our house. Like, it's like gone. It's gone. If I didn't, like, ration out the packets, they would be gone in a day. And I love that because it's something that isn't we don't have to negotiate to take vitamins this way. This is like a powerful antioxidant that supports circulation, eye-brain connection. And your eyes are technically part of your brain. If you didn't know, that's pretty cool. Helps with sleep, energy, reduces stress in the body too. It's just a simple way to amplify your body's nutrition. That's what I try to, like, simplify everything this year. And one thing was ditching most of the supplements that I was giving my kids and sticking to one that they loved, not a fight to get them to drink it. And I know how much it's supporting their body. Next is MindWise. So currently out of stock. I know it's coming back soon, I believe. I'm going to check in on this, but it's a really unique liquid supplement that nourishes cognitive function and supports healthy brain development. It has amazing nutrients in it, including GPC, ALCAR, turmeric, coenzyme Q10. It's great for adults and teens as well. And the last one I want to talk about here, third item for helping your body with your brain with nutrients, is mineral essence. This one has I feel like, a stigma in your living for being, like, not that delicious, but gosh, it is so powerful, you guys. Your brain can't send messages without trace minerals to support neurotransmission. It needs all those little minerals. And this is one supplement that's great for everyone, anyone, every single day. So a tip is you can put it in your Ninja Red and do a shot of it, a dropper full in a shot glass, then pour some Ninja Red over it, shoot that back real quick. Or I've seen people actually put it into veggie capsules and take it so they're not tasting it, which is really great as well. So next, just a quick everyday wellness tips here. Eating healthy fats, avocados, grass-fed butter, olive oil, stuff like that. Your brain is nearly 60% fat and it thrives on the good stuff. So, I was born in the 80s. I went through the 90s and early 2000s of thinking, like, fat is bad, fat makes you fat, right? That's not true. We know that now today, that our bodies, like, fat is essential for our bodies. Healthy fat is essential for our bodies. It's really sugar that's the culprit. And typically, like, carbs that turn into sugar, right? Those quick carbs. So we need good protein, we need good fat, especially for our brain. Next tip here is hydrating with mineralized water. So water alone isn't enough. You're kind of like washing out any minerals in your body that way. Instead, adding minerals helps your brain stay sharp and energized. So that could be just adding some salt to your water. It could be adding one of those electrolyte packets that are pretty popular on the market today, especially if they are clean. Living has amazing electrolyte drops that are liquid, and you put it like a squirt into your water bottle or your glass of water. And it tastes so good. Um, you could do that. Just, it makes water more interesting too. And also brain boosting foods for kids and adults too, but for kids especially, eggs, berries, salmon, walnuts, all delicious and deeply nourishing for growing and aging bodies alike. Okay. Sorry, I had to just edit that for a second. Okay. Moving on now to calming the brain. Overwhelm turns into cortisol, which turns into poor memory and mood swings. Can we all relate to this? Your brain can't function at its best when it's constantly in fight or flight mode. You need to soothe the stress, quiet the chaos, and support emotional balance by creating calm moments in your daily routine, even if they're just a few minutes at a time, you guys. It just doesn't have to be like, day and night, you're turning into Zen monk the next day. We can obviously um, we can absolutely impact our bodies with just a few minutes at a time here and there. Even if you have a goal of once an hour, take 2 minutes to just breathe or put on some oils, okay? So it's not about perfection, it's about giving your nervous system a break so your brain can really reset, recharge, and regulate. And essential oils are a beautiful way to do this. So your living's lavender, peace and calming, frankincense, stress away are favorites for a reason. They work, right? And if you've tried them, you know they work. So applying to your wrists, back of your neck, over the heart for quick calm, or diffusing during high stress transitions like early morning times, if you're trying to get your kids on the school bus or something, homework time, homeschool time for us, bedtime routines. I have a toddler, so sometimes at nighttime, witching hour, they call it, right? Can be tough. So creating a peaceful atmosphere in the home that the whole family can feel is absolutely doable with just simply putting some of your favorite oil in a diffuser. You can also support the brain with targeted supplements. Super B and Kid Sense Unwind. Those are amazing for really helping the body calm. So Super B provides a blend of B vitamins that nourish the nervous system and help balance mood and energy. I have heard from so many people how this affects mood. Even in they started getting their husbands to take them and they saw like night and day changes with mood. So a lot of us are really deficient in Super B and it helps so much, like I said, with attitude, mood, and energy. You can start off taking like half of one if you need. Um, some people end up getting a nice and flush if you don't have food in your belly when you're taking Super B. Totally normal. It's not a rash. It's a flush that's just happening because niacin is part of that combo. What I recommend is eating before you take one or take a half of one. Um, and then just work up to a full one. But I promise you, you'll see a difference. It's one of my favorite supplements. Next is Kid Sense Unwind. Like I just mentioned, it's favorite for both kids and adults. It's a delicious powder. It's a gentle and effective blend of magnesium and calming botanicals to help children relax. It's perfect before bed or after a stimulating day. It's a nice little, treat. The kids think they're getting a little, candy, but it's really just magnesium and plant stuff. So it really helps. So to create a long-term calm, you can layer in some simple, sustainable habits too. So create tech-free, screen-free wind down routines. So ditch the screens before bed for sure. Practice deep breathing while inhaling calming essential oils. Encourage some journaling, coloring, or short gratitude practice. We like to read before bed. It's something that we've done since the kids were little. Even if we are watching a show together, TV in the evening, we'll turn it off, at least 15 minutes before bed. Everyone does their bedtime routines and we'll cozy up and read, even if it's 10, 15 minutes of a book at night. It really helps kind of that routine, calming our nervous systems down. So helping your brain feel safe and supported allows you to think more clearly, respond more calmly, and move through life with more ease. And yes, it's even possible on busy days. So next we're going to talk about focus. There we go. So focus. Because in today's noisy world, attention is literally under attack. Whether it's distracted mind at work or a child who struggles to sit still, the ability to focus can be strengthened with the right support. I was reading an article the other day about how important attention is on social media. They call it the currency of attention. So the longer they can grab your attention, like ads and all the things, the more powerful it is, the more money they can make, right, from us. So we're being pulled in a million different directions, and advertisers clearly know the psychology behind this as well. So if you're used to watching short form videos and kind of getting pulled in, sucked into a screen, it's good to kind of really focus on adding more attention, more focus for your brain on longer attention. So if your brain has what it needs physically and mentally, clarity and productivity come much more easily. So, Ningxia Nitro is a go-to for clean energy and sharper mental performance. It's a natural blend of caffeine from green tea and powerful adaptogens that support alertness without jitters or crash. Plus, it's really easy to take with you to work or school. So, this can replace your morning coffee, basically. It's good, sharp focus without the effect on your nervous system that coffee can bring. So also some oils for focus. Our favorites are Clarity, Brain Power, Peppermint, Kid Sense Genius is a great one as well. So maybe one or two of those and use it consistently. Everyone has slightly different favorites. So Peppermint and Genius roll-on for simple starting point might work for you too. I really like Clarity. I think it smells really unique. So yes, Brain Power is a very powerful oil. It has some beautiful, beautiful oils in it. It's really worth it. So you can use these oils simply and effectively by rolling them on your wrist, back of your neck before schoolwork, meetings, or tasks that require attention. So remember, if you can smell it, it's affecting your body. Definitely if it's on your skin as well, but specifically smelling it because of how closely linked the olfactory nerve is to that part of the brain. Okay. So diffusing oils like peppermint clarity during study time or project time. Maybe mix your own focus blend and you can keep it handy. It's also great to make for your child and put it in their backpack or their pocket for the day at school. You can also layer in brain-friendly habits to build sharper, longer lasting results like movement break every 30 to 45 minutes really keeps the brain energized and reduce mental fatigue. Doing brain games, puzzles, or cross-body movements help wake up both sides of brain. So does reading aloud, which is really interesting. So start the day with protein-rich breakfast for better attention and energy too. You can have eggs with sourdough toast, Greek yogurt, berries, nut butter on some whole grain waffles, fruit, turkey and cheese roll-ups, hard-boiled eggs with flaky salt and fresh fruit. Just some ideas there for you. But again, feeding the brain is so important. Next, we're going to be talking about resting the brain. I feel like this is what I need here. So your brain does some its most important work while you sleep. Cleans out toxins, stores memories, balances hormones, resets your emotional state. And without quality of rest, even the best nutrition and focus tools can definitely fall short. So the goal here isn't just to get more sleep, it's to get better sleep. Young Living offers several beautiful tools to support restful nights. Rutavala, cedarwood, and Kidsense Sleepy Eyes oils are powerful for calming the mind and helping the body wind down naturally. When it comes to supplements, KidSense Unwind packets can help calm the nervous system and promote healthy rest for adults and kids as well. You can also set the stage for better brain recovery with a few intentional habits. Like I said earlier, like no screens at least an hour before bed. Use a diffuser with calming oils, kind of signal your brain that it's time to rest. Taking a magnesium bath with some Sleepy Eyes oil to soothe the nervous system, help relax tight muscles. That sounds amazing. And keep dinner on the earlier side. And if hunger hits you later before bed, offer a light protein-rich snack to prevent blood sugar dips overnight, which can wake you. So remember, rest isn't lazy, it's essential maintenance for your brilliant brain. So when you sleep well, you think better, feel better, and show up better. It's really, really important uh, to focus on sleep. Next is longevity. And this is when we're going to be thinking long term, which I, sometimes have a problem with more in the moment. So this is good to talk about here. So your brain is built to last. And with the right care, it can stay sharp, balanced, and vibrant well into your later years. While aging naturally brings changes, many of the most common concerns like memory lapses, mood shifts, and cognitive decline are linked more to lifestyle than to age itself, which kind of is good because we can control this, right? As we age, the brain becomes more vulnerable to oxidative stress, inflammation, and toxic buildup, which can affect everything from memory and focus to emotional stability. The good news, there is a lot you can do to protect your brain and support long-term health. So let's talk prevention here. We're going to keep our brain engaged by learning new skills, reading, having meaningful conversations. Staying mentally active really helps maintain those neural pathways. Reducing your toxic load also matters more than ever. Swap harsh chemicals for safer home and personal care products like our Thieves one is just so simple, such a simple way to do that. Eating a mostly whole food diet and moving your body every day to keep circulation and detox pathways flowing. Using a liver castor oil pack a few times a week too can really help you detox. So if you want to take your prevention plan to the next level, supporting your body's natural detox systems is a good idea. So the Daily Detox Duo with Ferment Living, it's new, is a great place to start when it comes to daily liver health. This is a bundle and it saves money, combines two products that we have, Liver Tone and Whole Body Cleanse, and they support gentle daily detox and healthy digestion. So both are essential for brain clarity and longevity. I am so excited to get them. I think they're coming back in stock soon, if not already. Caring for your brain now is one of the best gifts that you can give your future self because your vibrant aging starts with really what you do today. And again, this is something I struggle with. I always feel like I'm behind the ball, but if we can just focus on these simple routines, supplements, taking care of ourselves, focusing on calm and sleep and detoxing, we're going to be thanking ourselves in 30 years, right? Okay. Next, some tips for kids, school, and brain boosting at home, even. So helping kids and ourselves succeed at work, school, and home doesn't have to mean more pressure. It's about creating supportive systems that make focus, calm, and cooperation easier for everyone. I'm all about simple systems these days, you guys. I am like streamlining and getting really efficient as the project manager of life and homeschool at home here. So starting by creating a focus station in your home, I think this is such a cool idea. A small, organized space stocked with essential oils like Genius, Peppermint, Clarity, school supplies, water bottles, any calming tools that your child likes, like fidget toys maybe, or chew necklaces for little toddlers, or even timers that helps them kind of go focus on something for a specific amount of time. This gives the brain a visual clue that it's time to focus. So instead of constant reminders, which can turn into nagging, as we know, we use simple routines and meaningful rewards. So, for example, when your homework is done, you get 15 minutes of free play. It's far more effective than do your homework 5 times, right? Okay. Set up morning and evening rhythms that support the brain, hydration, protein-rich breakfast, movement, and then quiet wind down time. Like these rhythms are so essential in our house. Um, I think I'm not sure what we'd do if it'd probably be chaos if we didn't have that. So kids and adults thrive with predictable, calming rituals. Essential oils can make transitions smoother and more sensory friendly. Apply or diffuse Genius, cedarwood, clarity during homework time to encourage focus and alertness. Use sleepy eyes, lavender, and cedarwood in the evening as part of a soothing bedtime routine. So when used consistently, these small steps can lead to big changes in mood, behavior, and success. Support doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be consistent and heart-centered, that we're coming from a good place, right? Okay. Your brain favorites bundle. So I have this QR code here, and this goes to like the wish list that I made. So you can screenshot this if you're on your phone or just open your camera if you're watching from your computer, use your camera on your phone. And even if you just kind of hover over it on your camera screen, a link should pop up. And then you can tap that link and it will pull you up to where a list that has all the oils and essential oil products and living products that I talked about. So you can pick and choose, you can add to your cart and save it for later, add to your next loyalty rewards order, something like that. But just so that doesn't get lost, that's a great way to find all those products. So you've learned how to nourish, calm, focus, and protect your brain. Now it's time to bring it all together with this curated collection of tools to make it easy. The bundle includes some of our favorite, most effective Young Living products to support brain health, focus, sleep, emotional balance for you and your family. It's your go-to done-for-you wellness kit. Start creating real change in how you feel, think, and show up every day. No guesswork, no overwhelm, just the brain-boosting support your body has been asking for. So what I have in that list is the Ningxia Red, Ningxia Nitro, MindWise, Super Beat, and Unwind. This should be in there too. And you can always add on Sleepy Eyes, Cedarwood, Genius Roll-On, Clarity Essential Oil Blend. They're all really amazing. So your plan here is to choose an area that you want to work on. Which one of those that we talked about do you feel like you need the most? Right now in my life, I feel like I need the calm, and I'm really excited about it. So step 2 is pick one product to start with in that area. And step 3 is commit to just 14 days. Listen to your body, see how you feel, track how you feel, right? Like just kind of tune in, and you don't have to go all out. It doesn't have to be a 90-day marathon to see like what changes in your life and give a ton of pressure. It can just be really simple. It can just be taking your Ninja consistently. Some days like I forget, so if I just commit to take it for 14 days straight and don't forget, like my kids have it, but I need to take it too, it'd be amazing to see how just the 14 days would change things. So let's get you started. Remember, if you are a new customer watching this, if you don't have a Young Living account yet, or if you have someone in your life that's not yet, remind them to use the Share YL code for that 10% off. You might as well. And here's a QR code again if you want to screenshot that or take a picture with your camera now. So thank you so much for coming. And let's stay connected. I'm going to be doing, like I said, these classes monthly. And I'm really excited to keep sharing, as my goal really is to help us support ourselves and really maximize what we can do with our access to these amazing products. So the more we know about what they can do, and how we can tie that to what our bodies need these days, we can really all, I feel like, thrive in such a bigger way. So if you have anyone interested in watching this, I will be posting a replay and get that to you as soon as possible. And thank you for coming.